Okay, so Marvel's Spider-Man 2 has just been released, and the game is an utter disaster, an utter failure, an utter joke. The game did not meet expectations. I mean, this is a $70 so-called AAA game with a budget higher than most movies, and you'd think you'd get an actual playable experience. But what I'm about to show you here today is going to destroy this game, the illusion of this game being quality, being play tested, because nothing about this game is play tested. So we're going to go over some of the glitches, and this is just scratching the surface. There are way more glitches than what I'm about to show you, but it just shows how lazy, how stupid and greedy these gaming companies are, because they're just rushing out literal slop and putting it on a disc and selling it for $70 at this point. Gaming is dead. Gaming is beyond dead. So here we have another, here we have a glitch, and I'm going to go over dozens of glitches because the glitches are just endless. So let's watch this glitch.
A cult. Better tell Pete about them.
Goes through the map. He goes through the freaking building. Now he's stuck. He can't get out, and he has to restart the entire mission. Clipping issues. He's just no clipping through objects. Really? Really? You would have thought in 2023 they would have solved this issue of the player going through buildings. You would have thought they'd say, hey, maybe let's design objects so they don't freaking go through it. But no, they can't figure that out. And this is $70. This is not a $60 game. This is not a $50 game. This is not a $40 game. This is not a $30 game. This is not a $20 game. This is a $70 game. 70 freaking dollars for an expansion pack for the PS4 original version. Literally, Spider-Man PS4 was better and more playable than this game. Spider-Man PS4 actually played better than the PS5 version. And people were saying, "Oh, the buildings are actually rendered. The buildings have interiors," but here we see, obviously, the buildings are hollow. There's literally nothing in the buildings. Nothing. Zero. Zip. There's no detail at all. It's just hollow, empty buildings. And the map is boring to this game. The Spider-Man 2 map, there's nothing to do. Nothing to do. Like, literally just swing around, and that's all you can do outside the story. And the actual story mode is boring. A snooze fest. Like 90% of the game is just slow paced cutscenes and filler. It's not fun. So yeah, you see the quality issues. You see the utter disgrace this game is to the PS5. You think if you're paying like $500-600 for a console, then you get some quality exclusives. You don't get anything with consoles these days. You get broken, half done games rushed in like a couple of months. So yeah, more glitches. How polished? How polished is this game? When you can literally just go through the whole map without even trying. And I've been watching live streams of people playing this game, and it's just non-stop glitches, audio glitches, rendering glitches, no clip glitches where you just freaking no clip through a building or the entire map. Your character just teleports to the other side of the map. And people gave this, didn't this game get like a 90, probably higher than a 90% on these gaming review sites, which are pretty much bought and paid for. They're not actually review sites. It's just whoever has the most money to feed into the websites gets the highest score. It's all a scam. Literally, gaming in its current form is one giant scam where this can get a 90 out of 100 or 9 out of 10. That just goes to show you, if this was any other game, it would have been treated like a laughing stock. If this was a Fallout game, it would have been treated like a laughing stock. If this was Starfield, it would have been treated like a laughing stock. But because it's Spider-Man, oh, oh, you just, and every excuse out of the book is given. It's a given that they're going to make up any excuse possible to defend this utter slop. Now, obviously, I've been saying this game would be a mess for the last 6 or so months, probably even more than that. I've been saying this game's going to suck. And people are like, oh, I'm like, no, you're a hater, you're a hater, you're a hater. And look at you. Who's laughing now? You paid $70 for a broken game that comes with a day one patch because they couldn't ship an actual working game. That's pathetic. Pathetic. Just fall through the map. They should call this game Fall Through the Map Simulator. Hey, you want to fall through the freaking map? Well, play this game. $70. Because you can't do anything else but freaking fall through the map and freaking glitch out. Who wants to play that? Why not just play the original one on the PS4? At least the PS4 one didn't have a day one patch and wasn't utterly broken. And what's even sadder is people are defending this. I could forgive the game if they had the glitches and the fanboys actually owned up to the fact that the game sucks. But there's an army of people actually defending this utter filth of a game. Spider-Man is dead, PS5 is dead. It's just lost its reputation. What else are they going to have for exclusives if they've already killed their Spider-Man gaming franchise for the PS5? What does the PS5 have? What does the PlayStation in general have? Nothing. You are just buying an empty box with no good games. That's what you're doing. Moving on to the next glitch. Notice how he's floating in midair. Literally floating in midair. Look at that. Is this polished? Is this a triple A experience? You literally, like, if this even surpassed my expectations on how bad it would be. I said it's the same thing as the PS4 one. And not only that, they made it even worse than the PS4 version. You did not see things like this in the PS4 version. You didn't see it in the PC version. This is a joke. This is a joke. People should not have to deal with stuff like this. When you advertise your game like it's this seamless, flawless, graphically impressive game with cutting edge graphics, epic gameplay, and then you get this mediocre garbage, is that fair to the consumer? Does nobody care? Does anybody care about the consumer anymore? If you're the one paying for the game, you should get something in return. You should not be frustrated. You should not have to literally restart your entire mission in order to continue playing the game just because of a glitch. If it's already past release date, the game should be ready. The game should be finished. The game should be polished. Don't rush your game. And I don't even understand why they do rush their game. Either they're just lazy or they're just incompetent. Which one is it? This is not ready. This is like an alpha gameplay. This is an alpha gameplay. This should not. And you're paying $70 to be a playtester because this game is not finished. You're literally playing an alpha. That's what it looks like when I'm watching people play this game. I'm like, does he not realize this game is unfinished? You just casually stroll past like 20, 30 glitches. I was watching Michael Does Life, and he was playing it for like only a couple hours, and he came across like 30 glitches. The amusement park, he went to the amusement park in the game, and the NPCs were T-posing. They were glitching out of the map. There was audio issues. The audio would just loop over and over and over endlessly. That is a joke. That is a joke. And I'm going to make an edited version of this video right here. My video. And I'm going to combine it all. I'm going to add some funny music. I'm going to utterly destroy all of the fanboys that think this is a good game, because it's not. It's not. It is an expansion pack, a failed expansion pack. That is all this is. It's cashing in on all that juicy nostalgia. Gotta have that nostalgia. Gotta box it up in a PS5 game and sell it for $30 more than it's worth. And people don't see that. People don't even see that. And not even mentioning the glitches. Think about the actual story. The story is one of the worst I've ever seen. One of the worst I've ever seen in gaming. It is so boring. It is so boring. It's all filler. 90% of the missions are filler. So let's go to the next glitch.
Stay down. Please. See the door controls anywhere?
I'm not sure.
They can't even make sure the player actually stays within the level. Now this player, he could have been playing for like 2 days trying to finish this one part. He gets past that one part, and the next minute, he glitches out the map. Then he has to restart his game. What is this? This is actually the standard for PlayStation games. I remember when PlayStation games used to be meticulously done. There used to be honor and respect in a PS2 game, a PS1 game. You didn't have this many glitches, especially on day one. I can understand playing a beta, a alpha, maybe that then I'd understand. But if you're already past release, you're releasing these 40 gigabyte, 40 freaking gigabyte patches day one. And you have people like Colin who's like, oh, this game will be good. This game will be good. Oh, this game has glitches, but just download the 40 gigabyte patch. Come on, bro. You can't be serious. You can't. This is trash. This is not acceptable. You see, if games were actually, if gaming companies actually gave a darn about the consumer, they would not let this slide. It just goes to show you that gaming companies don't care. Don't care about the consumer. Now look at the actual gameplay reveal and compare it to this. Does this look as graphically impressive as the gameplay reveal? Was this in the gameplay reveal glitching out of the map? No, it was not. So why in the world would anybody pay for this game? They scammed you. They expected you to pay for the freaking pre-order, and then once the game comes out, it's boring, it's a mess, it's an expansion pack, it's a mod, it's a reskin. That is all this is. It's nothing new in terms of anything about this game. Sure, they give you custom Spider-Man suits, but that's pretty much it. That's all you're getting in this game. You don't get anything else but a few extra costumes and the flying ability, but that really just ruins the game. Is this Superman or is this Spider-Man? I don't want a freaking flying ability in my Spider-Man game. I want to swing. I want to swing. I don't want to fly. If I want to fly, I play a Superman game. Come on, bro. This isn't rocket science. It's like they don't know what they're doing. So, yeah. Glitching out the map. He's literally on top of the level. Wow. How fun. How fun is that for the player? Is that fun? Knowing at any and think about it. At the back of each player's mind, he's like, whoa, if I get past this one part, am I gonna glitch out of the map? Am I gonna glitch out the map this time? Or oh, I better not glitch out the map. It's going to make the player paranoid that at some point the game will break. So that ruins and lowers the quality and the play experience for the player, because he's knowing that this game is so broken that at any point his playthrough will be ruined. So no, it's not a $70 game. And I hate the people who are actually defending this. How can you defend this? This is not ready for release. And if they can't even figure out how to keep the player inside the map, how to keep the player from glitching out the map, how to keep the player from teleporting, then the game's not finished. It's not. It's not. So moving on to the next glitch. And we have a lot of glitches. We have a lot of glitches. So this title says $70 AAA experience. So this is a disappointed Sony PlayStation 5 owner, and he's extremely disappointed at all these glitches. Completely broken. And he's not even trying to glitch the game. I could understand an excuse if he was trying to glitch the game, but he's not even trying. He's just playing the game. And then all of a sudden, he has to restart his entire mission because the game developers are incompetent. Now, in my opinion, this game wouldn't even be over a 5 out of 10 because it's unoriginal. There's really no difference between the first one and this one. And so was Miles Morales. Miles Morales was basically a reskin of the first one too. So what makes this game a 90 out of 100? Can anybody explain that? Oh, it's Spider-Man, bro. So it must be worth 90 out of 100. No. So glitches on top of glitches. Literally a glitch on top. So he falls through the level, and then he falls through the entire map. Yeah, this is polished. So he glitched out the level, then he glitched out the building. Now he's just glitching through the freaking road. They didn't even add any clipping to the road, to the bottom of the level. Wow. Does this seem like a finished game to you? Does, serious question, does this look and feel like a finished game to you?
What the? First glitch of the game.
More, that's not polish. Was that in the reveal trailer? Was that in the reveal? Was that in the gameplay trailer? Obviously not. Obviously not. Because they edit these gameplay trailers, they edit these gameplay teasers in order to make the game look as good as possible. And I'm almost positive that Spider-Man 2, they use pre-rendered gameplay. The PS5 cannot run what was shown in the gameplay review. So let's rewatch this.
What the?
Yeah, that's just unpolished. Another one. We got a lot. And he just teleported to, he teleported like 1,000 miles away. He's just casually playing the game, then he automatically teleports. Keep in mind, there's already this many glitches, and it's only the first day of release. It's literally only the first day. So imagine how many more glitches that I can gather a compilation of a week, a month, a year. There's always more glitches in a lazy game. In an unfinished game, there will be infinite amounts of potential glitches. There's something wrong with the code. There's something wrong with the developer team. Maybe they were drunk, maybe they were high, but they sure weren't doing their job. Teleports on the other side of the freaking map. 99 out of 10, ladies and gentlemen, 9 out of 10. So does anybody trust game reviewers anymore? I don't.
And he surprised me. Over there! I am onto him! Okay, over there?
More glitching. Casually playing the game. Oh, wait. You got teleported out of the map because our game is literally broken. Just playing the game, just walking in a certain area can utterly glitch you out of the map. Utterly make you have to restart your level. Does that sound fun? And in my opinion, it doesn't. If I'm playing a game, I want to know that what I am doing won't be instantly ruined by a glitch. I don't want to have 10, 20, 30 glitches throughout my playthrough experience. That's just not me. That's just not me. You might like it. You might enjoy having your gameplay ruined, but me personally, I don't. And I certainly don't want to pay $70 just to experience these glitches.
Found a body. Leon!
How fun. Oh, he glitched. He literally fell through the floor. So polished. Triple A game. Lazy. Now I might do a part 2 to this video because I can go all day on this, but I'll do 4 more, but I have so many more videos. I have hundreds more glitches, bugs, audio bugs, freakouts where the game just loses its mind. I have so many more. I could go all day, and I'm going to make the ultimate montage proving once and for all this game is terrible. Proving without a shadow of a doubt. So everybody's been like, you're stupid. You think this game will be bad? Well, who's laughing now? Because and the fanboys are shaking. The fanboys are shaking their boots right now because they know if I edit this video, if I release this video, it's over. It's over for PlayStation fanboys. It's over for Spider-Man games fanboys. They've been hyping up every piece of garbage Spider-Man game every year, and I'm exposing it once and for all that these games are not worth it. These games are a waste of money. These games are not fun. I am revealing this, and I am saving so many people money. Don't give your money to Sony. Certainly don't give your money to Marvel, which releases bad movie. Every 6 months they release a terrible movie. So why do I give my money to them? There's plenty of better games. There's plenty of more games that actually exercise your brain cells rather than a cutscene simulator where you just click a button every once in a while and then watch a 20-minute cutscene. The most boring Spider-Man story ever devised. A snooze fest. Why would I want to pay for that? It's like watching a bad Marvel movie, this game. Every single cutscene is like a snippet out of the worst Marvel movie you could possibly imagine. Matter of fact, it's worse than a Marvel movie. It's so terrible. Unpredictable. Now notice how they advertise this like it was flawless, seamless gameplay, and this happens. Just jumping. He jumped. Guess I'm gonna glitch him out now. Guess I'm gonna remove all control away from the player. And it looks like it wanted to glitch him out of the map. It looks like he was about to go through the map. Like the game was literally dragging him, trying to drag him through the map. It's so weird. Like this game is possessed. This game is bad luck. Yeah, what the heck is that? Day 1, ladies and gentlemen. More glitches.
I'm really sorry, Harry. Wait, we're at Midtown High. Is that actually where we're going?
Can neither confirm nor deny.
I don't even think Starfield had this many glitches where just walking could make your character glitch the heck out. Starfield wasn't even this buggy, but somehow it has a higher score. I don't even think Far Cry, what's it called? Far Cry New Vegas, whatever it was called, had that many bugs. I can't even think of another game that has more bugs than this. I think this is the most bugs I've ever seen in a game. Especially for day 1, like not even 24 hours after the game has officially released, you're already seeing people swarm the internet with videos. I've seen this with my first eye. This isn't edited. you can actually get like 5, 10 glitches per hour of gameplay. I've watched stream after stream after stream, and it's just glitch after glitch after glitch, and it just, ugh. And the game is so boring. The game looks boring. The game sounds boring. The acting is terrible. It's just a bad. That's like a bad B movie. That's what this game is. It's like a bad B movie. It's like an interactable bad movie. Okay, you watch a 50-minute cutscene, then play 2 minutes of gameplay, then watch another 50-minute cutscene with bad voice acting. Then you repeat the process. Then you fight a generic boss, which is so easy to kill. You don't even have to use your brain. Just press, and it's filled with quick time events. This is triple A. This is not a game. This is not a game by gaming standards. There needs to be a new term for games like this that are 99% cutscenes and quick time events. There needs to be a new term because I don't feel comfortable calling this a video game. Look at that, looks so polished. So freaking polished, bro. And when I was watching the streams of people streaming Spider-Man 2, playing it for the first time, I was dying laughing at the glitches. Like the glitches are so funny and they're so random. They're so freaking random. And I was watching the bee mission where Spider-Man was literally simulating a bee. I don't know why he was simulating a bee, but he was simulating a bee and he just kept saying the same line over and over and he just didn't stop. He just said something about bees. Oh, I love bees. I love bees. And he just kept saying it over and over again for like 2 minutes. He just said the same line over and over again. And it was just so hilarious. It was so hilarious. It's so annoying. And it just shows how it's like this game's a meme. This game's literally a meme. Spider-Man will never be able to redeem himself after this game. Why? Because they tarnished their reputation. Gaming companies have to literally realize that if you release a game like this on day one, people won't trust you anymore. That's how capitalism works. If you screw over the consumer will screw you over. They won't give you any more money. That's what these gaming companies have to realize. But I think that they've unlocked the matrix because they got the consumers so freaking brainwashed that even though a game is terrible, they will still brainwash the consumer into buying their game with overhyped trailers, high production value trailers. They'll just brainwash the consumer into falling for it all over again. So who cares, right? We can just release a terrible game.
Something. Hey! Are you crashing my fight or am I crashing yours? Spider-Man, you came!
Sweet. I gotta bounce, but I appreciate
Let
the
me
assist.
replay this.
My fight or am I crashing yours? Spider-Man, you came!
Look at that, literally floating. This game has a real floating problem. And he's going through that little catwalk or guardrail. He's literally standing right through it. They have a huge no-clip problem in this game. Like the character's weightless. The character just goes through objects. The character just goes through the freaking map. This is alpha. This feels like I'm watching somebody play an alpha. This does not feel like an actual released AAA title. It just does not. And the sad thing is, Spider-Man isn't the only gaming franchise that does this. A lot of gaming franchises call themselves AAA, and then they release glitchy games like Starfield, how it said, "Oh, we're AAA, we're a good gaming company. We've never possibly disappointed you before," and then they release a broken game, and like idiots, the fanboys still praise it. Oh, good, this game's so good. This game's epic, and it barely even works. It barely works. This is why I refuse to pay for consoles. I refuse to buy a console. I refuse to pay for a console game. PC is way better because if the game is broken, modders can just step in and fix the game themselves. They can literally bypass the developer, but on consoles you're completely dependent on developers, and it's just you're held hostage because you can't mod, you can't get rid, you have to buy everything. You only have a certain set amount of games, and most consoles don't even barely have any games unless you're playing on an old console like the PlayStation 2 or the Xbox, the original. That's the only. Remember when the consoles actually had hundreds, if not thousands, of games per console? Now it seems like they release 20 games per console, and you're paying even more now. You're paying $600 for a console for less games, and really the games aren't even games. They're just spectacles. They're set pieces. You're just paying for one giant set piece. Not like, think about it. The Spider-Man map, you can't even do anything. All you can do is swing around and participate in these scripted crime scenes, and each crime scene is the exact same thing. The exact same enemies, the exact same script. And Miles Morales, he pops out of nowhere to help you fight. You literally could just stand off to the side of the mission, not even participate, and Miles Morales will beat the mission for you. You literally just can put the controller down and do absolutely nothing and still beat the game. They have those ring things where you use your what's it called, swing suit or fly suit, or I don't even know what it's called, but you just fly around through these rings, and you could literally put your control literally put your controller down and step away from the TV, and you will have completed the course because it literally guides your player. There's so much assist, there's so much as noob friendly mechanics in this game that the player does not have to do anything. Like, even during enemy combat, you just press X a bunch of times, you press the trigger button a bunch of times, and your player automatically teleports towards the enemies, automatically does all of the animations, all of this seamless transitions. There's literally only two buttons that you have to press in the game, really. You don't have to press it during combat. You only have to press like what, one or two buttons, block and freaking X. That's all you have to press because your player does everything for you. It's all noob friendly, all of it. What happened to games nowadays? They don't even have a skill ceiling. Any noob, any 2-year-old can just pick up a controller and freaking beat this entire game. I'm serious. Any 2-year-old can pick up this freaking game like that, and just beat it instantly. It's a joke. And the only real challenge to this game is getting past all the glitches. That is the one and only challenge about this game. If you like getting glitched on the map every 10 seconds, go ahead. This might be the game for you. But for players who have taste, who have an eye for quality, we wouldn't be caught dead playing this game. Now, if you're a low level degenerate who likes playing low quality games that release broken, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm literally not even gonna argue with you. Go ahead. Play your low quality trash glitch fest while the rest of us play actually good games. So yeah, that's my thoughts on this. If you guys like the video, like, comment, subscribe.